What's up, good people? This is Marabelle Blue with the premiere of KEM Top Talk. Welcome. This is Saturday, a little bit after 8. Hope you enjoyed that intro while I was standing around waiting in the background. This show is an unconventional talk show with different people from walks of life, and they're here to share their experiences with us. So my first guest is someone that I met a little over a year ago. She's a fantastic person. She is a little fitness guru, and her name is Kat Smith. So let us welcome her onto the set of KEM Top Talk. Yay! Come on. Woohoo! Look at this body.
Oh,
look at this.
Thank you. Thank you.
You didn't look like this before.
No.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
So, what's up?
Nothing. Thanks for inviting me. I'm very honored to be your first guest on your
Yes,
first show.
I'm so excited. So tell me about what you're doing now, because I know that you changed a little bit from
Yes.
the fitness stuff that you were doing before.
Yeah.
So tell the audience what you were doing before, because I'm sure not everybody's aware.
What I was doing before?
Before, yes.
Okay.
With the...
Well, I've been in fitness for about, I think, 8 years. I've always been obsessed with fitness, but I think 3 years ago I started ForTraDVD.com, which as a personal trainer, the toughest thing is to motivate your clients. And so ForTraDVD.com is fitness for better sex. So we have a strong sex angle, which really motivates people. But there's also, it's not just a gimmick, because I used to have major weight problems for years, like major binge eating, and frequent orgasms actually helped me lose weight.
So are you saying that when people actually lose weight or like get into shape, because what is the definition of being in shape? A lot of people get confused and they think, well, being super duper thin is being in shape. And sometimes that's not true for people. So how do you answer that? There's
a term called skinny fat people. People who look thin, but their body fat percentage is high because they have very low lean muscle. Lean muscle is very healthy, and it actually increases your metabolism. It improves your posture. It's not, being healthy and being fit is not just about being thin. You definitely want a good amount of lean muscle.
So how do people get good orgasms, though? Because here's my thing. Because we were talking before, and there's this whole, fat thing and all of this stuff, this whole controversy of people, that are overweight or whatever the case may be. So are you saying that overweight people can have good orgasms?
Oh, well, I assume they can. I don't know. I haven't actually researched that, but I think that frequent orgasms can help you lose weight, regardless of what your initial weight was. That's what happened to me. I was about 35 pounds overweight from like age 12 to 26. I'm 32 now, just kind of give you perspective. My weight was up and down, up and down. And then at 26, I kind of had this sexual epiphany, and I started having frequent orgasms, and it helped me lose weight. I mean, that wasn't all. Fitness for better sex. Another thing that I changed, I got in this rut that a lot of women get into. They just do cardio. Some people think when you want to lose weight, it's all about cardio, but it's really about building lean muscle. Cardio helps, yes, but you also got to build lean muscle. So anyway, I changed my workouts to add some strength training, did like functional training, all kinds of different exercises instead of just doing cardio. So I was losing weight that way. Adding strength training increased your testosterone a little bit. My body was looking better, so my body confidence was better. All that helped me have more confidence and raise my libido a little bit. So then I started becoming more sexually active. Safe sex.
Yes, absolutely. Safe, all the way.
And all that helped me lose weight, and I think maintaining a good sex life
What do you
helps.
say to a man who comes to you with maybe a misunderstanding or misconception of what it is that you're offering? I mean, if he comes to you and says, well, I want to have better ejaculations, like, what do you tell him?
I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but Are you referring to like a guy who wants to train with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
If he says,
okay.
you know, I have this girlfriend, you know, and I don't feel like I orgasm really well. You know how people just ask like the most outrageous questions,
Yeah.
or you know, I'm masturbating, it doesn't shoot, you know, like it used to. And, 'cause you know how you men are out there, so.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know if fitness is more my expertise and a little bit of sex, but I don't know if I could help a man ejaculate more.
So it wouldn't have anything to do with his weight per se. You know how like they always talk about men with like big bellies
Yes.
will have like all of these troubles later
Yes.
on in life.
Yeah. That can definitely hurt their libido, lower their sperm count. It can increase the risk of heart disease. I mean, it's not directly related to sex, but the big belly. And also, I guess if we're talking about sex, a big belly can make their dick look smaller.
And some of them are just naturally small, no matter what kind of stomach size they have, right?
Unfortunately, yes. Although too big, because not always. There's a perfect size.
So tell me from your own personal experience, you had all of these weight issues going on.
Definitely.
You didn't want to look the way you looked anymore.
Right. I was miserable. And not just because of what I looked like, just because my eating was out of control. Binge eating every single day, eating like 4,000 or 5,000 calories at least a day, and uncontrollably. I went to Overeaters Anonymous and Food Addicts Anonymous and all that kind of stuff.
Did any of those organizations help you in any kind of way?
It was nice to see how many people really have. Okay. You can touch me only one. Okay.
We're touching feet over here.
Hey, let's see. What's the question? You got me distracted.
Sorry. It's the feet.
Oh, did the 12-step programs help?
Yeah.
I think a little bit, yes. I did have my turning point when I was going to the meetings. It wasn't exactly at a meeting. But my turning point, I would say, it started when I hired a personal trainer myself. You know, I already was a personal trainer who secretly had all these binge issues. I still worked out like a maniac, but mostly cardio. Anyway, I wasn't the best personal trainer. So I hired my own personal trainer to start the strength training. I still did my cardio, so I lost a bunch of weight, became sexually active, anyway, all that. So I guess the 12-step programs helped me realize that a lot of people have eating issues, major eating issues.
When did you come to the realization that you wanted to venture off on your own and do something completely different? Because when you had the ForTra DVD out, it was definitely something unconventional. I mean, she had this DVD out, and it was really different. I mean, she probably doesn't even know. I'm going to confess now that I probably looked at her little demo video more times than any person would have. But you know, you have all of these things going on where you dressed up really fetishy.
Yes.
You have like really high heels, and you have all of this stuff like going on. So
Yeah.
you know, when did that all change?
Well, I guess when I had the epiphany and started really gaining control of my weight, I was at Sports Club LA and Reebok Sports Club, where they're very conservative. I love those gyms. I don't know if I should be mentioning those gyms, but they're very conservative. I remember they had posters to advertise a program that I started there, and they didn't want me to do a squat because like they thought that was too provocative. So anyway, I had to do I was convinced that sex and frequent orgasms will help you lose weight, but I couldn't really talk about it when I worked for another gym. So I just went 100% into professing the sex aspect of weight loss through ForTra. So that's why it's very different.
Well, it's very interesting. And I think we're going to go to a commercial now. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, because we have more questions to ask for Kat. So we'll be back after this message from our sponsor.
Pure adrenaline. Everything you love about Geico. Now mobile. Download the new Geico app today.
This is Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group. And for years, you've heard me talk about people on Long Island involved in accidents. You know, accidents, it happens when we least expect it. And if you're lucky, you walk away with little to no pain. However, the next day or the days to follow, you start to feel it. Soft tissue injury is no joke. It could cause permanent damage as well as severe pain as the days following the accident. Don't waste time getting the runaround from attorneys who tell you it has to be broke. Like I've said in the past, you need to understand it to win it. And at 1-800-INJURY-LAW, this is what we do. Let me get right to the point. At 1-800-INJURY-LAW, we don't get paid unless we win. And I will assure you, we are not in business to lose. It's one call, it's one firm, the Harrison Law Group, 1-800-INJURY-LAW. If you've been hurt in any way, make the call. You have nothing to lose. 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Hey, we're back. This is Marabelle Blue with the premiere of KEM Top Talk, and I'm sitting here with Kat Smith, who is promoting her new type of workout, and we're going to continue asking her questions. Kat?
Yes. Ms. Blue.
Recently, I was watching the news, and there's a woman who started a workout with heels.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I couldn't even watch the whole thing. It's like, seriously, who's going to work out in heels?
I can't even walk in heels for very long.
How safe is that, in your own personal opinion?
I hate to bash any trainer, because even if they have a gimmick, some people think I'm a gimmick. You know, anything that gets people to work out is good. But there are so many studies out there that say just walking in heels frequently is not healthy for you. It throws off your whole body balance. It's not good for your calves. It could... You know, throwing off your body balance usually results in lower back pain. So I should say, actually, we do some exercises in high heels and that,
right.
But it's all on the floor. Like
okay.
when we're standing, when the two females in the video are standing, they're wearing sneakers, but then on the floor, like we don't wear heels for effect. But anyway, I would say it's not good.
And that's the reason why you decided to like change over, and now you're doing this whole new thing with the Mayette Fitness.
Mayette, yes, yeah. Mayette Fitness came about because I wanted to, well, to be honest, being a female trainer gives you an advantage. A lot of people want a female trainer, but men and women both want a female trainer, but there are less of us. Most trainers are male. So... And if you're a pretty female trainer, you have even more of an advantage, or fit, very fit. You know, a common complaint nowadays is that trainers, especially at the gyms, don't look like they're in good shape. They look like how I used to look.
Yeah, I've noticed that with some trainers. I'm like, you're a trainer, you know, and okay.
I sympathize with them, because working for a gym, you don't get paid very much, so you have to work long hours, and you know, you sacrifice your own gym time. But anyway, that's a different conversation. So my business model is to have all attractive, fit female trainers, which is kind of, you know, ForTra use attractive, fit females to kind of motivate people to work out, because women want to look like them and men want to look good to attain girls like that in everyday life. But since I talk about orgasm so much in ForTra, I didn't want people to think that, oh, if I hire a ForTra trainer, they're going to jerk me off or something like that, you know, like we're not giving clients orgasm. So that's why I have a different name, Mayette Fitness. But it's a similar principle to ForTra, and I'm still definitely pro sex, pro frequent orgasms, but I don't talk about it with Mayette, because a lot of guys will really think, hey.
Now, you bring that point up, and in this issue of KinkyMagazine.com, the issue celebrates women in business. Yes. And I interviewed several different women in all different aspects of business. I interviewed Mika Henderson, who's I believe she's the co-owner of Sugar and Spikes. So she basically incorporated like rock and roll chicks with rock and roll music. And I interviewed Goddess Deanna, who owns the House of Chains out in Boston, and she's a dominatrix. So I interviewed all of these different people. Lady Fire, who owns a makeup cosmetic company.
Nice.
And I asked them all the same question. Was there ever a time in your life where a man discouraged you or intimidated you or said, you know, forget it, don't do it, don't bother, it's not worth it? Have you ever had that experience?
My ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Emphasis on the ex. No, I was kidding. Okay. I know. Yeah. He still holds a special place in my heart.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, he kept saying, you know, what are you doing? You're spending so much time in ForTra, and when you could be doing other things. He didn't really. I don't know. He never really gave me a good reason, actually, because I still get a lot of hits. ForTraDVD.com. Mm-hmm. But what's ironic is once I started focusing on Mayette, I just slacked a little bit on ForTra. Still going. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on both. You know, balancing is an issue. But now that I'm not focusing 24/7 on ForTra, he's like, oh, you should, you know, what happened to ForTra? Mm-hmm. Oh, like, he wants to support it. And I'm like, yeah. See, I knew what I was talking about.
What about outside of anybody that you knew personally? Was there anybody that just came into your world outside of all of it that just kind of got the wrong impression of you, what you were trying to promote? Especially with the whole better sex thing. I mean, it's like you're a sexy girl. You know what I mean? It's like you're sexy, you're hot. You're not
So
you know. So, you know, I'm sure that there are some men that are going to get a little bit of the wrong impression when you're talking about, you know, better fitness, better sex. And, you know, are they thinking, oh, yeah, better fitness, so I get to work out and I get to have sex with you?
Oh, my gosh. We've got so many nightmare stories of Mayette. I've only had Mayette going for 5 months now. 5 months. And I did not associate it with ForTra, but people Googled me and they found... They're like, oh, you know, we would have a session. Everyone wanted to train with me. Everyone is still sometimes like, everyone's training with me, where I have 6 amazing trainers on my team. Really amazing. Thank you, ladies. I'm like, wait, why does everyone want to train with me? It's because they find ForTra DVD and they think I'm going to have sex with them. So, yeah, we deal with that a lot. I've got disclaimers on my website and they think, oh, I'm just... You know, that's what all escorts say. They say, this is not prostitution on escort website. I'm like, no, really, this is... I'm not going to jerk you off. I'm not going to have sex with you. But anyway, the silver lining is a lot of people have really lost weight. We have a lot of regular clients. We've attained some really good results with some clients.
Oh my goodness. This is an interesting show, let me tell you. This is my first show and I'm going to admit that nothing is ever perfect. So we will be right back with more of Miss Smith.
Dominatrix do it. On command. Wonderful pistachios.
Hey people, what's up? It's Marabelle Blue. Again, here I am, KEM Top Talk. We're here with Kat. We're waiting for our other guests. It's a little crazy right now, so forgive us. It's the first show. Not everything is gonna be perfect. Look, at least I'm being honest. Okay, so Kat and I, we have something in common, and you know, we both are fetishy type of people. And we definitely need to talk about like your little fetish life, because what would KEM Top Talk be without a little bit of fetish in it?
Well, I was a dominatrix for maybe a year, kind of off and on, and it wasn't for me, but I am more than happy to talk about it. But being that I'm 6 feet tall, I got a lot of subs asking to do sessions with me. So, and that's actually an idea why I have a fetish angle in ForTra, whereas I could have had, you know, just lingerie, make it sexy in a different way, but I chose fetish because a lot of guys really like a very tall, relatively fit female. A lot of
what kind of sessions did you have with guys? Like, what was the oddest request that you've ever gotten? And then what was the most common request that you've ever gotten?
Well, I would say I turned down about 80% of the requests that I got, because I would just do the the light stuff. I got lift and carry. Some people are surprised to hear that that's a fetish. Lift and carry is as it sounds. I basically just pick them up. You know, if they're not that tall. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people haven't heard. You haven't heard about that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I
guess...
I heard about the pony play.
Yeah.
I have to say it's really weird. I was watching a TV show not too long ago, and I'm not going to say what the TV show is because, you know, but anyway, there was a little part where the guy was entertaining the little girl because she was like bored, and you know, he's coloring with her and he's doing all of these things, and then, you know, she's on his back and they're playing pony, she's slapping his ass, and I'm like, isn't that like a little weird? You know what I mean? Like a little girl on a man's back and smacking his butt. That was just like a little too much. Yeah. I mean, a grown up, it's okay.
Yeah, I got a good amount of lift and carry. Guys just find me, I guess. They find me even on Facebook. And you see their profile picture is a really tall girl just carrying a guy.
Ever gotten requests to punch a man in the stomach or kick him in the balls?
Yes. There's a guy who, over the past 5 years, I don't know how he found me. He's just like, I will pay you this amount of money, it's a large sum of money, to stomp on my purple bag of a stomach until it explodes. I had another one that's recent. Can I say a bad word?
Yes.
Quote.
You can say whatever
wrote,
you want.
Quote. I want you to beat the shit out of me. He wants me to beat him up so badly that he's bleeding, and he will come. He says he will come with a blood test saying that he doesn't have anything. I guess he's HIV negative. He will sign waivers. It'll only be half an hour, he says. He'll give me $800. But
$800?
I won't
That's
do any of
like cheap.
that. Yeah, I don't care however much money it is. How do you safely kick someone like? I can't. You get a lot of kicking the balls requests.
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, what about? Did you ever get people that wanted to have like shit or?
Yes.
You have no idea what's going on behind over here. They're losing their minds over the camera. They're throwing things at each other now. So go back. The shit request, the pee request.
Oh God. I could never do the golden shower.
I had a friend who did, like, you know, when the 970 numbers, and she was like,
oh yeah,
970P, and don't even call that number because we don't even know if that number works anymore.
Oh my God.
Jeez, yeah, and she did that, you know.
Apparently that's a safe fetish because everything's sterile. I guess I get performance anxiety. I can't even do it if I wanted to.
Well, you know what? I'm like the kind of person, I'm like shy to like pee in public, you know what I mean? Like my friend cannot be in the bathroom with me and like wait for me to pee because we'll be waiting forever, you know what I mean? Yes. And it's like for me to like straddle over a man and like piss on him.
A lot of guys like that. A lot of guys love it.
Well, what about the foot fetish? I mean, you know,
that's really common.
This is a big thing with people with the
huge
with the foot fetish.
Although I have, when guys want foot fetish sessions, they always think they should get a discount because I'm gonna massage your feet and you should pay me to massage your feet. It's like, get the F out of here.
Why did you feel eventually that it wasn't for you? Did you feel it wasn't for you in a much more public forum, or do you do it privately still? Do you practice it with your current relationship, or it's just kind of like done?
I've had boyfriends ask me, and I can't. It's just not my personality. One problem that, you know, subs, I understand that some people really like to be a sub. I kind of understand what subspace is, but I pretended to be a sub, like I've gotten flogged and everything so I could feel it, and I thought maybe it would somehow make it easier for me to be a dom, but I can't. It's just not my personality.
I mean, you know,
I'm a bad
at least
actress.
you can admit that. You know, some people can admit it. I think that a lot of people get into the lifestyle because, you know, they see like a money-making opportunity, and they really don't understand that there's a whole big psychological aspect that goes with other than, you know, the physical aspect of it. And I think it's good, you know, that you turn down certain things because you realize that it wasn't about the money, knowing that you can beat the crap out of somebody and you would sign all of these waivers. Well, it's
Yeah.
true. You have to sign these waivers to protect yourself. I mean, it's only common sense.
Yeah.
But, you know, it comes to a point where what's more important, you know, the sanctity of yourself or beating the crap out of someone?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm asking that question.
And I think BDSM, fetish, it can be very safe, a very safe outlet. I don't know what's for me. And also with lift and carry, something stands out in my mind. One guy, like, he wanted me to bear hug, hold him, and he would just jump up and he would grab my neck and like pull it. So I'm like, like, Mom, carry me, and he would jump, and I'm like, oh gosh.
What about
So
men
there's
who
a
like to
injury
dress up as
aspect.
women?
Oh.
Did you ever get that?
Not a lot. A lot, well, I can think of probably 5 on the top of my head guys who just wanted to wear women's fannies. So not go far as dress up entirely as a woman, but there's something kinky and interesting to some men about it. Yay.
Well, I understand now that my next guest is here, and I'm very excited. You know, he made it just in time because he's a musician, and he does things with his mouth that are really, really interesting.
I want to see this. I want to see this.
So she's going to be here with us so we could watch.
Yes. I'm looking forward.
So you're not into the whole dominatrix
No.
thing anymore. It's over and
I
done
respect
with.
all
it's all about
fetishes.
fitness now
Yeah.
for you. And where can everybody find you?
Well, there's ForTraDVD.com, FORTRA DVD.com. ForTra stands for foreplay training. So FOR, foreplay, TRA training.
Can I rock it back and forth?
And then Mayette Fitness, if you want to hire a very attractive, educated, skilled female personal trainer, MayetteFitness.com. We also have a private chef.
MAYET Fitness.com.
We also have a private chef who can like cook diet food for you and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
I should take her up on her offer because I still have weight that I need to lose. So if the audience agrees, you know, that maybe we'll see. Oh, one of the cameramen, he's saying, no, you're fine just the way you are.
Yes.
I swear I won't lose these. I won't. I promise. I'm going to keep them because they're mine.
Yes.
So we are going to have our next guest set up, and we're going to wind it down and take another break. And when we come back, we will have Digs MacLeod, who calls himself the new face in rock. And when you see what he does, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is Marabelle Blue. We'll be back. Hey, what's up? It's Marabelle Blue with KEM Top Talk, and I'm so excited to say that Digs MacLeod is here. Come, hurry.
Running out of time.
He made it! Yay!
Hello,
Thank
hello.
you,
Good
thank
to
you
meet you.
so much for coming. This is the new face in rock, people. He, coincidentally, he retweeted something on Twitter. He put his video on there, and I'm like, who now is attaching their video, blah, blah. It's like half asleep. Turn on my iPhone, watch the video, and I'm like, oh, shit. And then looked at the other videos. I barely do that. Everybody knows it takes a lot to impress me. Where did you get your inspiration from to play like that?
Well, my father was a pan man. I don't know if you know what that is. Steel pan and stuff, that Caribbean stuff. Well, he had his own little band from I was young. And that was my first inspiration to play the guitar, like about 8 years old.
And you've been, did you ask him, like, can I have a guitar? Can I start playing?
No,
Like, how do you sort all that stuff out as a child?
I kind of went about it on my own because there's all kind of things going on in Brooklyn, New York. So, you know, you're playing outside, all kind of craziness. So,
Right.
I don't know. I guess it was just more a love for it because no matter what I went to, I couldn't find my little niche, and that was my niche.
So you started playing the guitar. Who was your inspiration when you started playing? Who did you mimic? You know, was there any music
There
that
wasn't,
you...
I can't really say mimic because I never learned to play anybody's song particularly. I learned how to play along with people, but
Right.
I never learned anybody's song. My first inspiration, I would say, is Bob. That was my
Okay.
first inspiration to really go hard at the guitar as a career. And then when I seen Hendrix, that showed me that once you put your soul into whatever technique, you could take it to a certain level. So those are my two main inspirations. I would say the last one, as far as feel, would be Jack White from the White Stripes.
Yes.
That would be his feel today. It mimics that 70s, 60s feel, like that real heartful rock, you know.
Have you noticed that bands are like getting smaller, or is it just me? Because you have like the Black Keys.
Yeah.
It's just like the drummer and the guitar player.
Yeah, that's that same Jack White thing. But if you would go back a little bit further, like I would say like Hendrix or like not Cream, but what you call it, Clapton.
Yes, Eric Clapton.
Sunshine on My Love. There's a lot of three-piece bands and stuff like that. So when you're able to create that sound with less people, it makes it more enjoyable.
Now, is it just you, or do you have a band as like a backup?
I have a band. The two people I'm working with now, they're left and right. But right now we're in the studio recording right now. So we have those two songs. I don't know if you heard the No Stopping.
Yes.
But we have the What You Gonna Do and the No Stopping, and we're in the studio working on the album so that we could come forward with a whole movement. So we don't really have to bend too much, you know.
Right. Now, where can anyone find your music? Is it on Reverb Nation, or you're just putting it right now on YouTube?
Right now it's just for the people, you know. Right now we're just on YouTube, you know. It's Wandering Stores Management. If you check me out on Twitter, it's Digs MacLeod, you know, Team Digs.
You have a lot of followers too. Send those people over my way.
Hey man, it's not a problem. I try and send you a shout out every day so they can see what you're doing, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you having me here. You know, everybody that sees my talent and they attach to it, you know. I never expected that, so it's a good thing.
Well, one of the things that I do need to ask, you know, before you go on to play is, what do you think of the music industry today? Like, how do you view the music industry? There are so many people now that are doing stuff on their own, and they're saying all of these things about, you know, music companies, and it's just better to do things on your own.
Well, it's better to do things on your own so you know what direction you want to go to.
Right.
And once you professionalize what angle you want to go to, and you got a strong team, and sometimes you need that that major to distribute your product or whatever. But at the same time, that's why you have to start that first move on your own, so you have a little bit more bargaining power. You know what I mean? Yeah. Would
you be willing to compromise anything about your music?
Nah. Like, I mean, as far as like. No, you know, like that's why I'm working so hard now.
Right.
To make sure I get across what I want to feel, what I want the people to feel. So once the people, they request it, that's what the majors and those got to go with.
Well, now we're going to give you what we've all been waiting for. What he's not willing to compromise. When we come back, we're going to hear Digs MacLeod play on his guitar. Whee! Hey people, what's up? It's Marabelle Blue. And I'm going to give you right now, without any hesitation, Digs MacLeod.
Yeah, Team Wandering Stars, Team Digs, what you gonna do? Yeah. What you gonna do? Them rebels zone in on you, they got the bad mask on and they face all screwed. What you gonna do? Them rebels zone in on you, they got the bad mask on and they face all screwed. You say you rough, you tough, you blowing hot stuff, empty barrel make noise and easy to crush, so I blaze my herb. Storms a lot I trust, I fear no man, nor the soul's wickedness free. Man on a flex by the might of his hand, 6 string sling bows, arrows and toes, you can't. Time running out, trying to redraft your plan. Goddamn, these dudes won't ever overstand, but what you gonna do? Them rebels zone in on you, they got the bad mask on.
face all screwed, but what you gonna do? Them rebels zoning on you, they got the bad mask on. They faces all screwed, well, if you ever see Digs MacLeod holding a fifth, well, nobody move. Everybody stand stiff. If you ever see Digs MacLeod playing a fifth, well, everybody move. Nobody stand stiff. Desperate means desperate measures, so I measure my means slow to anger. Watch out. Average it out. Little rough, but got the point. All right.
Woo! Woo! Now, you tell me that was hot. I was like dancing over there, getting all turned on. Woohoo! I like that. This is Marabelle Blue. We're signing off. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next Saturday with much more surprise guests. And thank Digs MacLeod and Miss Kat Smith. Woo! My first show! We're out. Peace.